Hello everyone, I'm Suman, a registered migration agent at Nationwide Migration and Education. We make videos every week in regards to Australian migration, and if you are interested in this topic, you may want to subscribe to our channel. Now today's video will discuss Skilled Regional Employer-Sponsored Provisional Visa Subclass 494. So are you a small, medium or large-sized business based in a designated regional area of Australia? So any areas outside Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane are considered regional for the purpose of a 494 visa. We will provide the designated regional postcodes in the description below so you can check if your business falls in the regional area. Now as an employer, you may want to consider a 494 employer-sponsored visa for your employees due to the availability of way more occupations than any other employer-sponsored visa. Now, some examples of these occupations are a security consultant. So, security consultant is someone that advises clients on security requirements and recommends and designs security specifications. You could also consider someone to sponsor as a practice manager NEC, which is not elsewhere classified, and the occupations could be accounting practice manager, architectural practice manager, legal practice manager. Or you could consider sponsoring your workers as a health practice manager. It could be a chiropractic practice manager, dental practice manager, medical practice manager, physiotherapy practice manager, or a retail manager. So if you have a fast food business, supermarket, retail store, petrol station, you may be able to sponsor retail managers. Now there are some other examples of sponsored positions, which could be hair and beauty salon manager, bed and breakfast operator, equipment hire manager, hospitality, retail and service managers, actors, dancers and other entertainers, ships engineer, picture framer, childcare worker, group leaders only, or auctioneer. Apart from this, there are many other occupations which are available for the 494 employer-sponsored visa. So if you are thinking of sponsoring your employees who are holding temporary visas in Australia, then the business seeking to employ must actively and lawfully operate in Australia. In addition, there must not be any adverse information known that is relevant to the business's suitability as an approved sponsor. Please note that adverse information includes, but is not limited to, contraventions of Commonwealth, state or territory laws relating to matters such as immigration, industrial relations or taxation, pending investigations or disciplinary actions being the subject of administrative action for possible contravention of the law, insolvency, or having provided bogus documents or false, misleading information to the Department of Home Affairs. Now, certain businesses may be able to apply for accredited status, which enables them to receive priority processing for subclass 494 nomination and visa applications. Now, please contact us to check if your business may be eligible for accreditation. Now let's talk about the nominated position. The position to be filled must be on the relevant occupation list for the 494 visa. We will put the link to the occupation list in the description below. It must be a genuine, full-time position in a designated regional area of Australia. It should be likely to exist for the next 5 years. It should be in the sponsor's business or that of an associated entity and be subject to a signed written contract of employment that does not expressly exclude the possibility of extending the period of employment, and must have a salary that is at least $70,000 per year, excluding any non-monetary benefits. At least the annual market salary rate, which is also called as AMSR, for your nominated occupation. Now please note that the AMSR for your nominated occupation, excluding non-monetary benefits, must also be no less than 70,000 Australian dollars per year. The AMSR is the salary that an Australian earns or would earn for performing equivalent work on a full-time basis for a year in the same workplace at the same location. Now the employment be subject to terms and conditions of employment that are no worse than those that apply or would apply to Australians performing equivalent work in the same location. The position has been subject to labour market testing, also known as LMT, That is that the sponsor must have attempted to recruit a suitably skilled and qualified Australian to work in the nominated position, and it must be certified by a designated regional certified body. So these were the requirements for the employer or for the business. Now let's look at the requirements for a visa applicant. Now the visa applicant must be under 45 years of age, must have skills assessment in their nominated occupation by the relevant skills assessing authority. Now, if the skills assessment is based on an Australian qualification while holding a student visa, that qualification must have been CRICOS registered, and the applicant must have at least 3 years of full-time experience or part-time equivalent in their nominated occupation or a related field. The applicant must genuinely intend to work in the nominated position, meet any mandatory licensing, registration or professional membership requirements, and must have competent English and meet the relevant health and character criteria. So if you are an employer considering sponsoring your workers and you are based in any regional area of Australia, please get in touch with us. We can assess your situation and find suitable options for you and your employees. You may book a consultation with us through the link in the description below. If you have any questions in regards to Australian migration, please get in touch with us. You can visit our website nationwidemigration.com.au and book a consultation online. If you would like to stay updated about Australian migration, please subscribe to our channel.